Is Joe Biden still alive? Is he still alive or is he dead? We have no idea, but there's been some emerging details that have raised a significant amount of questions that I want to bring to your attention in case you are not up to speed. First and foremost, I want you to think about this. We just came through this assassination attempt on Trump's life. Okay. Biden all of a sudden gets COVID. Then he goes home. Then after being home, he puts out on X that he's going to be stepping down from his presidential reelection run, that he's going to bow out. They say he's not going to endorse Kamala Harris. And then all of a sudden he just disappears. We never hear from him. We don't see his actual picture and walking anywhere or video. Jill could even pick up a phone and film him real quick and say, hey, thank you, America. But then all of a sudden what gets weird and wacky is we get this letter. And I'll throw it up on the screen here for you guys to see it for those of you who haven't yet. And in this letter, he's saying that he's finished. He's stepping down. Now, where it gets weird is the fact that his signature is not the same signature that's been on previous Joe Biden documents. There's no presidential seal to confirm or verify that it's actually him. And if you look at the actual signatures, they don't match. Let me show you this. Let's put this up on the screen. Okay. The top one in red comes from the actual letter that was recently put together. But if you look down below, in the 5 other representations of his actual signature, this guy is consistent with the way he signs. All the way back from March 18th to July 17th, which is the last day that we actually saw Joe Biden. And there's a story on that. Look at that. It's clear to see that that signature up top is not Joe Biden's. They actually are saying that it was signed by somebody by the name of Steve Ricchetti. And I want you to remember that name. We actually talked about Joe Biden's last time being seen on July 17th, 5 days ago. Okay. Charlie Kirk put out this tweet, and I thought it was quite interesting to bring to your attention. He said, got a weird lead on a story that people should look into. I got a call from a source close to Las Vegas Metro, right? The police department there. He says the official story was that Joe Biden's trip was cut short last week due to COVID. However, according to this source, U.S. Secret Service informed LV Metro that there was an emergency situation involving Joe Biden and to close necessary streets so that POTUS could be transported immediately to University Medical, which they began to do in earnest. Then mysteriously, there was a stand-down order and the U.S. Secret Service informed local Vegas PD that they were going to medevac POTUS to Johns Hopkins, which they presumed meant fly him back east ASAP. Apparently, the rumor mill in the police department was that Joe Biden was dying or possibly already dead. This is wild. And then Boebert comes out and says, we demand a report by 5 p.m., proof of life. He needs to get in front of some type of camera and discuss if he's aware that he dropped out. Hiding is completely unacceptable. Where is Joe Biden? And then Charlie Kirk comes back and he gives an update just a couple hours ago. He says, I received multiple emails like this one confirming many elements of the story. Many have confirmed that a call went out to block the streets to get Biden to University Medical Trauma Center ASAP. And then the plan abruptly changed and they got him out on Air Force One very quickly. He said, I have not confirmed the IDs of these people, but there is an overwhelming number of stories corroborating essentially the same account that I felt comfortable sharing. I have people diving deeper into this now. And here's a copy of one of the emails that he received. He said, Charlie, your info is solid. I retired from Las Vegas Metro. My source texted me this just now. Quote, we were making plans to go to UMC Trauma first, called in the box squads to come help shut down the route. Then it changed to taking him to the airport. He was on the plane fast and took off faster than I've ever seen Air Force One leave the airport. Where's Joe Biden? Is he still alive? And if Joe Biden is not alive, which we've been seeing a lot of different things over the last couple years, the guy seems like a patient that has dementia. He seems like he was in a very sick state, where they just pumping him up with stuff and pushing him out. I mean, who knows? Something was definitely up though. And Here you have this situation where this could be the proof that we have been under a coup. We've been under a coup d'etat. Who is running our country? Who's actually calling the shots? Who signed this Biden letter without a presidential confirmation, a presidential seal? What's really going on? Something is definitely up. And then to top it all off, they get crazy Kamala Harris to act as if she's on a phone call with Joe Biden. You got to watch this. Check this out.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do. They truly are like family to us. And we do, everybody here does.
It's mutual.
I knew you were still there. You're not going anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe. Oh.
Did you catch that? Hey, Joe, thanks for coming on the a phone call. You know what it reminds me of? You remember those soundboards that were huge? You guys remember that? All these different soundboards that people were coming out with. They were doing the crank calls and all that. It reminds me of that. As if like somebody behind the scenes was on a soundboard. They have him come in and soundbite these things. And I just thought this was hilarious. But when we actually get back to the root of it, it's very serious. And it's very creepy and crazy at the same time. If Joe Biden's not alive, when did he actually pass? And if he is alive, what situation or state is he currently in? And who signed that document? Did he in fact step down? Because when he came out on TV, he was very adamant about staying in the race, about doing his thing. He felt like he was ready. What took place? So I want to leave that up to you guys and give you this information and plug it in so you know where things are at right now. If you're not informed, I'm here to inform you about the things that the mainstream media will not. We will continue to fight those slabs. We will continue to uncover the lies and reveal truth and make it loud and clear. Thank you guys so much for watching. Drop your comments and let me know what you think about this. If you have any other information, if you're a whistleblower, you got inside information, click on the link to DM me or make sure you send me an email. You can do it right in my bio here on IG. I look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, we'll see you soon.